Yes, sir.
We have provided a calendar, and is there for your consideration. Of course, as we go, with the dates, that calendar might change, but that's what we have.
Copy? Can I see it? Do you have a copy? You have a copy of the calendar? Do you have a copy?
Yeah. Any questions or comments? Mr. Wilson, we good?
This one?
Ma'am, do you need anything else other than what we've got?
So, total approval rates are August 9th.
This is the second part. Oh, the second part, okay. The second part.
This has to be today, but we're gonna put it back today. August is, I'm gonna put it. The 16th.
That's like a seed.
Do you need more time? Maybe Judge, maybe you can give it for the last item?
Go ahead.
I guess that's fine, I'll just change that.
So everything is correct?
You know what, no, we need to make some changes, just some minor changes to it.
Okay.
Judge Mayo?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's just a minor, the calendar has August 16th, we're actually doing it today, is August 15th. That is on the second page.
What's gonna change, sir?
August 15th, we're going to, today's the day, we're gonna be discussing tax rate and vote on proposed tax rate, and take a record vote to include in publication Schedule 1 public hearing, that is today, so it's just the 15th instead of the 16th.
Hold on.
Sure.
Your concern was August 9th. It's not a concern?
Because I hadn't seen the second page,
Yeah, I didn't see it.
because the second page is, for all, International.
1 day earlier.
Correct,
So CC to discuss tax rate is August 15th,
correct.
and then the one after that
15th as well,
also. Wishes to adopt the tax rate,
correct.
15th. What else, sir?
I think the rest of it's good. It depends a lot on the budget too, though, because as you know, the budget's gonna roll along with the tax rate, so it depends on what we do with the budget today. So you have to go through and have the public hearing on the budget and adopt the budget prior to the tax rate, so. We just gotta line them together.
Okay. So, everything else remains the same. May I have an amended motion that switches August the 16th to August the 15th on both of those items that are originally the 16th? Does that suffice?
Yes, and like the tax assessor said, the dates could change.
Yeah, they can change.
Depending on what we do.
So moved.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Commissioner.
Amended motion by Commissioner Ramos. Is there a second?
Thank you.
Second.
Second. By Cantu. We're in discussion. Questions or comments?
I just have a question.
Go ahead, ma'am.
All these activities started in April. We're good with all those dates?
Yeah, we've got through, I believe, all those, and now we're to the agenda for today, which is basically going through and you having your proposed rate, setting your public hearing for your tax rate, also doing with the budget, setting a public hearing for the budget. We'll be doing all that today.
Okay.
But, so I'm more concerned, those dates have passed, I'm just looking more concerned about the dates that we're doing for the future.
Okay.
And we seem to be aligned with those dates, subject to, of course, the budget.
Sounds good with it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, questions, comments? All those in favor, opposed, same sign, motion carries unanimous. Item 5, discussion of possible action for submission of the certification of the anticipated collection rate and excess debt collections from the preceding year. Do we have a motion for that?
Some more times.
Motion by Commissioner Cantu, is there a second?
Seconded.
Second by Commissioner Morales, we're in discussion.
Judge, we have provided information on the tax rate calculation worksheet to all the commissioners and you. You're gonna find, the calculations all over, the different pages, and on page number 9, you're gonna see, give me a second. We're gonna see the rates that we have on section 8, the total tax rate. We have the no new revenue tax rate, the voter approval tax rate, and those are the rates, that we have calculated. So they have been lower according to the role that we have certified. The property's values went up, and that's how we calculated that.
Sir and ma'am, do these need to be read into the minutes? They do? Do we need a motion on those, or do we just read them into the minutes? Okay, do we have a motion for a no new revenue tax rate of 0.439468 per $100? Voter approval tax rate of 0.443663 per $100, and a de minimis rate of 0.453201 per $100. Is that correct? Do we have that motion? As a no new revenue voter approval. Voter approval rate and de minimis rate. Do we have amended motion to receive, to accept those? Is that correct, sir?
Is that for item number 6, Judge? Sorry?
I'm trying to figure out what you're doing here, you're reading the other ones. Those are the ones that you read to me, sir.
Well, yes, I'm saying that I went into item number 5, but now you're going into item number 6, right?
Okay, you told me to go to page 9, sir.
Yes.
I did.
Okay.
So, those are the 3 that you read to me,
Yes, sir. That's right.
and I'm reading them, so what is it that you're asking me
No.
to do?
If we're jumping from one item to the
Okay.
other, that's,
On number 5, you told me on page 9, and those 3.
yes, that's
What
right.
is the action that you need of the court, sir?
Okay, the approval on number 6, on item number 6. No?
No, sir, we're still on 5.
We're still on 5, okay.
Trying to be patient about it. This is where you come in. I don't wanna make any mistakes. Mr. Wilson, as the attorney, would you help us out on item number 5?
This is the certification of anticipated collection rate and excess debt collection from the preceding year. So I believe the anticipated collection rate is normally, what is it, Sonia?
This time it's 105.
105%?
Yes.
105%.
Okay, I'm on page 9. Do I get off of page 9 now?
Oh, I'm sorry,
Because those are the one that Mr. Casas told me to be on.
I'm sorry. That's for the collection.
Page 6.
Thank you.
Anticipated anticipated collection rate was 105?
105%.
Yes,
All right.
I'm sorry.
That's all right, sir. That's all right. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We're good. We're good. We're gonna get it. All right. Back on page 5. We were in a first and a second, and now I'm gonna ask for an amended motion.
This is what we're using of excess debt. Because there's nothing else that's under one. Okay.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Cool. All right.
Judge.
Yes, sir.
I have a question. We gotta get the collection rate on number 5, right, which is 105%.
Yes.
What would be, Mr. Casas, the excess debt collections from the preceding year? Because that needs to be read as well. So there's two I believe, am I correct? I believe there's 2 parts to
One
item
of-
number 5.
The previous year was 107.
Access.
That's for the 2021. Is that what you're asking, Commissioner?
Yes, I'm asking that, but there's 2 parts. One is the anticipated collection rate and the excess. What's the excess?
What item is that, Mr.?
Same item.
Same item, number 5.
Same item? I need some assistance, Mr. Wilson.
No problem. We'll get it.
Does it have to have it on there? But do we need to have it on there?
Judge, the excess collections was 306,290,
306,
but we're using, based on line item,
42B?
line item 42B, we're using $100,000 of that to reduce the unencumbered fund amount.
Okay. So, do I need an amended motion to read anticipated collection rate of 105% and excess debt collections from the preceding year of 306,290,
100,000 being used.
with 100,000 being used on unencumbered fund debt? Do we have a motion with those numbers? An amended motion? Is that correct?
Yes.
Do we have an amended motion? I've read the numbers in. if somebody wants to accept them, if you don't, we don't.
Ms. Sonia, those are the numbers that we're referring to, that we worked on the last meeting when we did the 100 and 300. Okay, that's where their numbers are coming from, exactly from that.
Again, this is the first time I'm seeing this. If you guys don't feel comfortable accepting it, I can look into it more, and maybe at the end of the meeting, yes. That wasn't my item.
I don't have a question, Judge.
Go ahead, sir.
Is it possible then, Woody, for us to, at a later date, check on these things out so that there won't be any problem?
Well, yeah, but I need to go ahead and approve it today. If we need to amend it, we'll be able to do that later. But we need to adopt.
If it needs to change, you mean?
Yes, correct.
If it needs to be changed, council, would we have, based on that we already approved the planning calendar, would we still have within time?
Yes.
Okay.
So
You're confident of it?
we're okay with those numbers? Should we?
I just,
Okay, so we can move forward, or?
Okay. Do you still
Okay.
have what I gave you? Let's do it again. That's okay, man, we'll get it. We'll get it. All right.
Okay.
Do we have an amended motion to read a collection rate of 105% and debt collections in the amount of 306,290?
$390.
$306,290.
390, that's what I wrote. 306, 390.
390.
I wrote 290.
I wrote 290 also.
Okay.
With a hundred
With a
thousand.
With
$100,000.
$100,000
Yes, with
in
$100,000.
unencumbered.
Unencumbered funds.
290,
Okay.
sorry.
and then the code, and it is the tax whatever was left over from last.
Okay.
So, $306,290 and $100,000 in unencumbered debt, right?
Okay.
Unencumbered.
That'll be my motion, Judge.
100,000 even. We have a motion by Commissioner Morales. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Ramos. We're in discussion. Any questions or comments? All those in favor, opposed, same sign. Motion carries unanimous. Item, 6. Discussion and possible approval of the 2022 no new revenue, voter approval, new 2022 rates, and the calculation worksheets. Do we have a motion to open that?
Some of them.
Motion by Commissioner Cantu, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Ramos. Now we are in discussion.
Yeah, sorry about the confusion. That was on page number 9 now.
All right, sir.
That's where you're gonna find the tax rates.
All righty. Now, do you want me to read those tax rates like we did right now?
Yes.
Do we have an amended motion to include these numbers? A no new revenue tax rate of 0.439468 per $100. A voter approval tax rate of 0.443663 per $100. And a de minimis rate of 0.453201 per $100. Do we have an amended motion for those to be those? For those to be read in?
Judge,
Yes,
I have a question.
go ahead, sir.
So, item number 6 refers to August the 9th on the planning calendar. I just want to make sure that we're covering all our, dotting our i's and crossing our t's. And I'm picking that up, and I don't know if Mr. Casas or Ms. Sonia or council can, are we within time, or did it get published on our website? Because it even says 8/11.
Yeah, no, it's, you're supposed to do it on or before August 7th, or reasonably there, soon thereafter. So it does give you leeway to adopt it after August 7th. We're now August 15th. I think we're in a reasonable time period.
Okay.
Okay,
That's my only concern, Judge, therefore, I so move it that we adopt the rates that you presented.
all right, did you get those, man? We have a motion by Commissioner Morales, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Cantu, we're in discussion. Any questions or comments? All those in favor? Opposed, same sign, motion carries unanimously. Item 7. Discussion and possible action regarding proposed tax rate, publication of the proposed rate, public hearing for the 2022 proposed tax rate if needed, and all other matters related thereto. Do we have a motion to open that?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Cantu, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Ramos, we're in discussion. What do you need there, sir?
We have a calendar, so, if we are okay with the calendar, or there's any changes, Mr. Wilson?
Yeah, I'm setting our hearing for the tax rate. You can adopt your tax rate at the same time you do your public hearing. If you don't do that, then you have your public hearing, and you have to adopt your tax rate at least no more than 5 days after, after 5 days after your public hearing. So it depends on when we're gonna adopt our tax rate. Then you also have to incorporate your budget into this too, because you have to adopt your budget, have your budget hearing prior to adopting the tax rate. So in discussing when you wanna do this, we have to make sure that we're, going to be able to have our budget. And we've had this issue before. I mean, sometimes we get to almost into September where we're adopting our tax rate, which happens, so, we need to set it, the budget, the public hearing on the budget at least by September 8th or 9th.
Well, 9, but
Okay.
it's a Friday, so I'm assuming it'll be the 8th, which is a Thursday.
So your public hearing, your budget can't be no later than the 8th,
Okay,
it'd be after.
so what's the action that's gonna be taken here?
It also depends on what rate you're going to be adopting to, but, I'm assuming that will probably be over your new revenue rate, therefore we'll have a public hearing. How do you feel about the setting the budget hearing too, because I'd like to do our budget hearing.
Sure.
Figure this out. I know we can follow the calendar that we have currently right now to see if we can meet it if you want.
I'd like to meet it, it would give us the opportunity to get things done,
Okay.
and it leaves enough room in case something does have to change.
Correct. Okay. Currently on the
August 26th.
Okay.
public hearing on the
We'll
proposed
be
tax
here on
rate,
that, yeah.
we have to get that on the web at least 7 days prior to the public hearing,
That's what they-
and have to publish in the paper at least 5 days prior to the hearing.
Guys, come on, this is stuff that you all usually do before we get to these things. Commissioners won't be here August 26th, we're doing education now, so it's gonna have to be. Thank you.
You have, on this calendar, you have September 2nd where you're meeting to adopt your tax rate. Of course, you have to have your budget prior to that. We just have to move these dates back further.
We just adopted this,
Mhm.
Yeah, but we
so
adopt,
can we change it?
yeah, you can change it. We knew that there'd be,
Just need to have it on file.
Okay.
we knew we'd be,
It's August 30th, it's Tuesday.
yeah, we could do August 30th. Just have to have the, on the website 7 days prior and publish the paper 5 days prior.
This
September first, ma'am?
Yeah.
Okay, can we get September first? On item 7, can we get a motion for September first?
That'll be my motion, Judge.
Motion by Commissioner Cantu, is there a second?
Second, Judge.
Second by Commissioner Ramos, we're in discussion.
Also on this, Judge, we have discussed a policy action regarding the proposed tax rate. We need to know what the proposed tax rate is going to be, so you're gonna need to take action on that too. What you're gonna propose to be the tax rate. Now, currently, you have the, no new revenue rate and a voter approved rate. And normally y'all stick to, I think, the, right around the voter approved rate.
Judge Reyes?
Yes, you may, ma'am.
Because of the 20% decrease in the actual tax rate, and the fact that there's a very minimal difference between the voter approval rate and the
No new revenue.
no new revenue rate, I would recommend that we take the voter approval rate.
We
because-
usually do, and we can work our way down from there.
Exactly.
So we have a motion right now on the floor for the date. Do we have another motion for the rate?
Right.
And the rate being 0.443663 per 100. Do we have that amended motion?
Yes.
Do we have that amended motion?
September first is for the publication, Judge?
That's correct, sir.
That'll be my motion, Judge?
We have that one.
Along with the 0.443663.
All right, we have an amended motion by Morales. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Cantu. We're in discussion. Questions or comments? All those in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carries unanimously. All right, where are we at now? Discussion of
Thank you.
possible action regarding the setting of public hearing for the 2022-2023 budget. Do we have a motion to open?
So moved.
Cantu, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Morales, we're in discussion.
The proposed budget was filed today. We have 25 days from the date of the filing to have the public hearing. That would be the 9th, which is a Friday, so I proposed September 8th, which is a Thursday.
You fine with that?
Okay?
Do we have a motion? Do you need something else? Hold on.
Because when we have the public hearing on the budget, you're gonna have to take action on the budget. We set our proposed tax rate hearing
On the 2nd, do you want to do it at the same time then?
second. But you don't have to take
Take action on the tax
tax
rate.
that day. So we just have to have it after we have time to do that. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do that.
Okay. Just gives us a little bit more time.
What's the date?
September 8th,
On the,
like I said.
Is that your motion?
yes, that'll be my
Commissioner
motion.
Morales, is there a second?
Second.
September 8th. Commissioner Cantu, we're in discussion. Questions or comments?
What-
Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
Will that be enough time in case we need to?
We don't have to approve the final budget, we just have to take action on it. So let's assume that September 8th comes and there's still items pending. We can postpone the actual adoption, but we have to
Okay.
take some sort of action on that date. Because that's the deadline, we have 25 days.
Okay.
Okay. Questions or
Okay.
comments? All those in favor? Post same sign. Motion carries unanimously. 9, discussion and possible action order the county auditor to publish notice of any salaries, expenses, or allowances that are proposed to be increased and the amount of proposed increases of elected county or precinct officers. We need to open that? Motion to open?
So
By Ramos, seconded by Morales. We're in discussion.
Judge, as you know, you proposed no increases
proposing no
whatsoever.
increases.
So I don't see that we have to take any action on this item.
No action on item 9, ma'am? 10, discussion and possible action to approve budget amendments for fiscal year 2022. Do we have a motion for that?
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Cantu, is there a second?
Second, Judge.
Second by Morales, we're in discussion. questions or comments? All those in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carries unanimously. We don't have any warrants pending, but we do have accounts payable, correct? We have a motion for accounts payable.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Cantu, is there a second?
Second, Judge.
Second by Commissioner Ramos, we're in discussion. Any questions or comments? All those in favor? Opposed, same sign. Motion carries unanimously.
Commissioners, there is a copy of the proposed budget that was filed today for everybody. In my office, I didn't want to bring him over because of the rain. We're gonna get all dirty. But you can go get him, or if you guys want, just give me a call and I'll make sure that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that's everything, right, man? Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Ramos, Morales, discussion, questions, comments, all in favor, post same sign.